Welcome. Welcome to Michelle Star Yoga. We're offering a class in experienced chair yoga this morning. This is a class for people who have been doing some chair yoga, have already built some strength and confidence in their poses, and this will be somewhat in the chair, but also standing behind the chair and working in our yoga poses. So we'll start with our centering and breathing as usual, and then some warm-ups and get into our poses and build some strength. And I'm so glad you're here. So I hope you enjoy. Just come into your chair, sitting tall, extend up through your spine, and let go of the activities of the day. Just close your eyes softly. Let go of cares and concerns, anything that's feeling heavy for you. Just let it go for now. Let this time be a time of nurturance for yourself and coming into center, realizing your own power and creativity. So bring your attention to your breath. Just feel the expansion and relaxation of your abdomen as you breathe. Feel the air as it's cool coming in through your nostrils, down the back of your throat and into your lungs. And also feel the warmth of the air as it returns on the exhale, passing over your upper lip. And then move your awareness out into your muscles and joints and check for sensations around your body. If this is your first movement of the day, your first exercise, you might notice some aches and pains. Just check and see where you feel comfortable, where you feel uncomfortable. What messages are you receiving from your body to your mind? Check the places where you routinely feel stress or tightness, but also check other areas. Also notice where you feel open and loose. We'll attune to breath, bringing us into movement with the breath. So just bring your palms together in front of your heart. Breathe as you lift arms overhead. Nice deep breath. Open your arms out to the side. Exhale as you float your arms down. Make it a longer exhale than your inhale. So breathe up. Open out to the side. Exhale down. To help you coordinate, you can inhale to a count of 4 and open, exhale to a count of 8. And a couple more rounds. Breathe up to a count of 4. Open out to a count of 8. And last time, breathe up. Open out, exhale down. And then relax your palms on your knees or your thighs. You can keep your eyes closed if you like. We're just going to start working with head and neck, loosening, lubricating joints. Just lower your chin down to your chest. Feel the stretch all the way down into your spine. And roll your head back up. Lift your chin this time. Just reach your chin up to the ceiling, taking your head to the back. No need to squeeze in the back of your neck here. We're being cautious with sensitive area. But keep lifting your chin, relaxing your head to the back. And bring your head to center once again. And turn your eyes, turn your head side to side. Loosen in your neck. And bring your head to the right. Press into your edge. Stretch. And now open your jaw and stretch your jaw. And allow your jaw to return. Just taking a breath, bring your nose to center. Exhale, taking your head over to your left. Press into your edge, stretch. And open your jaw. Stretch. And release, coming back to center. That stretch, when you have your head turned to the side and you open your jaw, stimulates the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve in the body. It starts at the base of the brain, the medulla oblongata, comes down both sides of your neck, down both sides of your heart, down into your intestines, and it's like an amoeba where the nerve just sends out tendrils into different areas of your body. They connect with organs, it feeds the organs, but it's the nerve of connection with each other and compassion, longevity, immunity. So it's a very important nerve. It's the long nerve. They call it the wandering nerve because it wanders through in the front of your body. But yoga naturally stimulates it. It's just when we work with our head turned and open the jaw, it presses on that nerve and stimulates it up here. So we'll come back to our warm-ups, working with shoulders. Just draw your shoulders forward, lift them up on an inhale, take them back, exhale down, rolling forward, inhale, lift, back, exhale down, rolling forward, lift up, exhale down, and reverse, lift up, inhale, come forward, exhale down, go to the back, inhale, lift, come forward, exhale down, and one more, go to the back, inhale, lift, exhale forward and down. All right. So just a little bit more loosening for the shoulders. And this will also give you a little massage in the upper back. We'll serpentine our shoulders. So just separate your feet. Serpentine means we're going to bring one shoulder forward, then the other, going back and forth, and leaning forward over your legs. Just coming forward into a stretch. Continue with your shoulders. Just come as far as you can. Separate your feet if you need to. Now reverse your shoulders, coming back up. Shoulder rolls, but one at a time, and moving in your spine. Lifting up, come into an arch while you're still with your serpentine shoulders. It gives you a nice massage, opens the heart, the chest, solar plexus, in between the ribs, and come forward. We'll go down one more time into our stretch. Serpentine shoulders, one then the other. Now pause here in your stretch. If you need to gauge the movement so that you don't go too far, if you have issues in your back, just place your hands on your knees or thighs and let your back stretch. You can also hold onto the front of your legs or shins or ankles, or depending on your flexibility, you can bring your hands all the way down in between your feet and really settle into an awesome stretch for your hips and low back. To come up, we'll serpentine our shoulders, but press down in your feet. If you need to bring your hands on your knees, once again, then start your shoulder rolls, one and then the other, coming to the back. And lift the front of your body, stretch it up, and continue with your serpentine shoulders. Shoulder blades massage the upper back. And then come back to center. All right, so we'll keep our feet separated out and work with our side bends. So just hold on to the seat of your chair with your right hand and breathe your left arm up to your ear. Deep breath. Reach up through your fingertips and come over. Just touch your edge and then come back out. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hold to the leg of the chair. Lower down a little bit further. Inhale up. It's warming up those muscles in your side. Exhale over. This time hold the stretch. Relax into the stretch while you rotate your heart center upwards or sternum and look up under your arm and relax into the stretch. Use your feet for stability and your hand holding the chair. And reach. This helps tone the waist and the area above the hips. And to come back up, press down on your feet and that hand on the chair, lift up, and we'll come to the other side. So holding on to the seat of the chair, lift your right arm up with your deep breath, reach, and come over, hold on to the chair. Just touch your edge and inhale, lift to center, reach, and come over with your exhale. Reaching a little further. Inhale up last time. Reach. And exhale over. We'll hold the stretch here. Relax into it. Rotate your heart up to the ceiling. Look up under your arm. And relax down. Pulling away from that right hip into your stretch. Now we'll come back up. And this time, we'll bring both arms up overhead. Bring your feet in so that your feet are hip width apart. Reach up. Deep breath. Lift up out of your hips and turn to your right. Exhale. Lower your left hand on your right knee or on the outside of your knee. Right hand holds on to the back of the chair or the seat. We're going to use our arms to draw us into a nice twist. So lift up through your crown. Take in your breath. Exhale. Use your arms as you turn into your twist. Look over your right shoulder. Go to your edge. can just play at your edge. You can come out of the stretch, taking another breath. Exhale and press back into your stretch. See if your body's ready to go a little further. And stretch all the way down to your hip bones, feeling those muscles get a nice loosening stretch. Now coming out of your twist gently and bring your arms back up next to your ears. Reach, inhale, and come to your left. Turn and lower your arms. Right hand on the outside of your left knee. Left hand on the back of the chair or the seat of your chair. Just holding on so that you can use your arms in your twist. So reach up through your crown. Always stretch tall before a twist, creating space in your spine so you don't compress. And exhale, using your arms to twist your upper body. Look over your shoulder to the left. And notice how this side feels in comparison to the first side. Is it tighter or looser? Breathe. Relax your back muscles as you use your arms to come into your twist. Now slowly unwind. Just breathe your arms back up overhead. Lift, separate your feet, and we'll come into a forward fold once again. Coming forward and down. Use your hands if you need to on your knees. Stretch forward. And then roll back up. Press down on your feet, your hands, and lift. And walk your feet back in. So from here, we'll stand and work with the chair for our standing poses. So just come up and we'll move the chair, turn it so the back is to you, the seat away, and you want it, if you have your yoga mat, you want it to the front end of your mat. It helps give you traction. If you don't have a mat, you can place the chair at the wall so you have stability, or if you have a couch that you want to push it up against, just so you're stable and it doesn't slide. So we'll start with some calf stretches. So just step your feet back with your hands on the back of the chair. Make sure the outsides of your feet are parallel. Lift up in your spine. Press down on the chair so that you dig the feet of the chair into the mat and just bring your hips forward. Notice your calf muscles. Relax your shoulders. Draw your tummy in. And here we can stretch one calf at a time, just walking in place. And if they feel a little bit tight, perhaps you're in a cold weather area, lift up onto the balls of your feet, contracting the calf muscles, bringing some more blood supply into the calf muscles, and then lower your heels down and press your hips forward. Good. Now we'll pull back into our half downward facing dog. Just pull away from the back of the chair, making a right angle to the floor. Bring your head in between your arms and stretch your shoulders. So you can press one at a time down towards the floor, opening the shoulders. Stretch away from your hands, lengthen in the joints, and press down in your torso. The hips
lift. As you press your heels down, you tilt your hips up and the back. That stretches the back of your legs. And then come forward. This is similar to a plank pose on the floor. Lift up onto the balls of your feet, your toes, and bring your heels down. Now bend your knees. Give a stretch to your ankles. Keep your ankles over your toes, your second and third toes. All right, and then straighten your knees. Step your right foot in between the back feet of the chair. And step your back leg back if you need to widen your stance. And we'll come into bent knee, warrior one legs, and work with vinyasa to loosen in the joints, the hip joints. Inhale, pull the knee in. Exhale, take the knee out. Inhale in. Exhale out. You'll probably feel a stretch in the hip flexors on the left leg. And you're using your thigh muscles, your quadriceps on the right leg. So you're strengthening the right leg and stretching the left. Exhale into warrior one legs. Press your feet into the mat. You can also isometrically squeeze the feet together as though you're trying to pull the mat together or press it out, pulling it apart. So lift in your torso. You want your ribs lifted, your heart is lifted, and up through the crown of your head. Lift up. And then see if you're ready to release your hands. So press your feet into the floor. Lift your right arm up. Press through your back heel. Back knee is straight. And then lift your left arm up and reach fingertips to the sky. The forward knee reaches forward. The back heel reaches back to the wall behind you. And breathe some deep breaths. Reach fingertips up. Exhale them down. Breathe up. Exhale down. Breathe up. And exhale, bring your palms to the back of the chair. Inhale, pull your right knee back. Exhale, step it in. And we'll work with the other side. So step your right leg back into warrior one. Just reach it back. Left foot is just under the edge of the chair, in between the back feet of the chair. So press through the back leg. We'll work with our vinyasa. So inhale, draw the knee in. Exhale out. Inhale, lift. Exhale out. Inhale, pull in. Exhale out and hold. Make sure your hip bones are pointing forward as well as your shoulders. Lift in your ribs and your chest up through your crown. And bring your right arm up next to your ear. Reach. Left arm up. Press your feet firmly into the mat as though you're trying to separate the mat. Lower into your pose wherever your body will hold you. The ideal position is where the hamstrings are parallel to the floor, but we just do what we can as we grow in strength and flexibility from our yoga practice. Arms reach up, inhale, exhale, lower down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale, lift, hold, and then reach for the chair. Pull back in your knee, inhale, exhale, step it in, and we'll turn to center and we'll work with our balance poses. So finding center,
Imagine 2 dots on the balls of your feet and 2 dots on the heels. And just roll back and forth between those dots. And then find center between those 2 sets of dots. Kind of like a pendulum settling down into center. Now, side to side, shift your weight onto one foot and then the other. And then find center where the weight is evenly distributed on both feet. So you have your front to back centering and your side to side. Now you're ready to come into a balance pose. So we'll work first with stork and then we'll work into our tree pose. So we'll inhale our stork wings out into funky wings. Taking a breath. Exhale the weight over onto your left foot and find a spot to focus on, something to hold your gaze. We call that the drishti. And lift your right foot up towards your left knee. Just press your foot on your knee. Come into balance. Lift up out of the supporting side. We'll come in to expand stork for a landing. Inhale and come back down in a smooth landing. Bring palms to namaste. Taking another breath. Find your center once again. Exhale, wings out into stork wings. Taking another breath. And shift your weight to the right foot and lift your left knee. Coming up into stork pose. Focus on your spot. Balance can be elusive at times, but practicing these on a regular basis helps you with your balance throughout your daily routine. So we'll expand stork, come in for a landing, inhale, and exhale, coming back down into Tadasana, our mountain pose, with namaste hands. Preparing for tree pose, take in your breath. Exhale, shift the weight over to your left foot, turn out your right knee. Depending on your balance and your confidence today, you can keep the ball of your foot on the floor if you need to, but open the knee, press it to the wall behind you, and stay lifted in the supporting side. That's going to build strength in your hip. You can also lift your foot to your calf, your knee, or up to your thigh. You have your chair there if you need it. It's right there waiting for you to support you when you need it. We'll extend arms out into a V for our tree branches. Lift your heart, activate your core muscles, reach through your fingertips and crown. Taking a breath, bring palms in, lower your branches, and exhale. Step out of your tree with control. If you fall out of tree, go back in and then come out with control. You're training, you're disciplining your mind and your body to work together. If you just fall out of it and let it go, that's kind of lackadaisical, and we want to work with the discipline. So we'll work with the other side. Take in your breath. Exhale, shift the weight to your right foot and turn out your left knee and bring it to whatever level you want to work with on this side. So you can lift your foot to your ankle, your calf, your knee, or you can come up onto your thigh. Wherever your body will go, keep turning the knee out and reach up into your V for victory with your branches. Hold steady, focus on your gaze, your spot. If you fall out, just come back in and bring your branches in and step out of your tree. Release your hands. All right.
Okay, separate your feet. We'll come into a standing twist just to loosen up and let go of intensity. Come around with your arms. Lift your outside heel. Please remember to do that so you protect your knees from twisting. We're just twisting in our spine. And come back to center. And this is where we'll be coming down onto the mat. So just remove your chair. And we're going to work with these hip flexors. The hip flexors are some of the hardest working muscles in the body. They start in the mid back, they're attached to the spine, and they come around and down through the hips, down through the groin, and they attach around the top of the femur on the back of your thigh bone. So they're very hard working. Every time you take a step, they're working. When you're sitting, they're working. And when you sit a lot or stand a lot, they can become shortened and tight and sore. Some people don't even realize they're sore until you start to go in with your thumb and massage that. But just come down onto your back, roll your hips under, and bring your hands under your hip muscles. Bend your left knee, just place your foot on the floor, and let your right foot fall to the side, towards the right. Now flex that right foot, so press through your heel, draw your toes back, and then slide that heel over 3 or 4 inches to the right. You want to be slightly off center from the center line of the body. Now we'll inhale and lift that leg up, keeping it off center over to the right, and exhale, lower it down. So we want to work up to 8 or 10 of these and do them regularly because this exercise is so profoundly effective for the psoas muscles, the hip flexors. Just do as many as you can, but if you can practice and keep growing so that you're working up to 8 or 10, it will serve you well. It helps with balance, movement as you're walking. If you start to feel fatigued in that area, in your groin area as you're lifting, you can completely relax the muscles and then lift again. So you get a little rest in between. And then lift. Bend that right knee and take your right hand on the top of your knee. Circle it around in tiny circles a few times in each direction. And then let your right foot come down onto the mat. Bring your hand back under your hip and stretch your left leg out. Let the toes fall to the side. And then flex your foot. Press through your heel. Toes out to the left. Slide your heel over 3 or 4 inches and then start your lifts. So inhale, lift, and you're only going as far as the bent knee. You don't have to come up. It's not a stretch for the leg. We're working the hip flexors here. So inhale, lift, exhale down. And then bend your knee, draw it in towards your chest, place your left palm on top of your knee, and some tiny circles in each direction. Now bring both knees in just for a stretch for your hips and low back. You can bring your head up to meet your knees if you like. Now, we'll work with our abs a little bit here. Stretch your legs out so you're flat on the floor. Breathe your arms up overhead. Deep breath. And then as you exhale, bring your arms towards your torso, palms stop just above your thighs. And then lift your chin towards your chest and come up and activate all these core muscles as though you're going to roll all the way up. And then lower back down. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, arms to your torso, palms above your thighs, and chin on your chest, and lift. And then bring your arms back up overhead. This time, inhale. Hold the breath for a moment. Bring your arms to your thighs. Lift your chin, start your exhale, and roll up. And again, inhale, arms overhead. Hold your breath for a moment. Immediately bring your arms to your torso. Exhale, chin onto your chest, and rolled up. Now hold. If this bothers your neck, if you feel sensitive there, just bring one hand behind your head and support your neck. Reach, hold, and then lower down. Bring your arms up overhead with another deep breath. This time we're going to work with our yoga sit up. So this is how we do it. We inhale, arms overhead. Hold the breath, bring your arms to your torso, start your exhale, chin on your chest, and roll up. If you need to use your arms or hands, just make sure you're utilizing your abdominal muscles, your core as you come up, and we'll stretch forward as a counter pose here. Just stretching over our legs, and then we'll roll down. Now here's a place where you can really take advantage, activate your core muscles, and just lower down slowly, one piece at a time. And you'll know where your strength gives out when you can't hold it. So bring your arms up overhead. Inhale, we'll do one more yoga sit up. Hold the breath, bring your arms to your torso, chin on your chest, exhale, and roll up the best you can do. And lift up, come over your legs for a little stretch, a counter pose, down over your legs, delicious stretch. And then we'll come down. So next we'll come into Shavasana, but I want to show you a safe way to come up off the floor after Shavasana. So here I am in Shavasana, okay, with arms and palms turned up, resting on the floor. So I'll direct you in Shavasana, but you'll slide your feet together and bring your knees up to your chest and then roll to your right side. You can even use your right arm for a pillow for your head. Just relax onto the right side. Feet relax onto the floor as well. And then bring your left hand onto the floor near your face and let your top leg open and roll forward. Bring both palms onto the floor and press up. And then however you need to get up, if you have your chair nearby and you want to use that, or you can come onto hands and knees and then press up your own way. But Come down onto your back for Shavasana, and I'll guide you. So just let go. Make sure your hips are rolled under, roll your shoulder blades under. Separate your feet at least a foot to 18 inches. Start to relax your muscles. Just melt into the floor like melted butter. Anytime you practice your yoga, you want to give yourself at least 2 minutes of Shavasana before you go on with your routine. It's healthier for you and it gives you time to integrate, gives your body time to integrate the yoga poses. So relax more and more to see where you can let go a little bit more in your body. Let your legs become like hollow bamboo. Relax a little deeper now. Go deeper. No movement, not even thinking. Relax. Allow that sense of well-being to just bubble up from your depths, from your essential nature. All
as right with the world. Now keep from moving just yet and bring your awareness back to your body. Become acutely aware of your body. Feel the floor supporting you like a friend. Hear the sounds in the room, the sound of my voice. Feel little air currents over your skin. And then just start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Bring the energy down into your toes. Take your head gently side to side. Loosen in your neck. And slide your feet together and lift your knees to your chest. Roll side to side to massage your back if that feels good for you. And roll to your right side. It's the easiest on the aorta. And as you're ready, place your left palm on the floor in front of you and start to roll onto your hand and bring your other palm in and then just come into sitting position, whatever's comfortable for you. Bring your palms into Anjali Mudra or Namaste hands. Just close your eyes for a moment, acclimating to being upright again. And may your day be filled with joy, abundance, and peace. Namaste. So thank you for joining me for our chair yoga. You can find other videos on this website. I have many. Most of them are free. So enjoy using those. Visit often. You can contact me with any questions. And thank you for joining me here today. See you next time.